So, I gave you the backstory on that song, and now I'll give you a more recent story. So, you know, as we record these songs in a studio, and the studio is great. It's fun. It's very creative, but it's not a good litmus test for songs necessarily. Because, you know, for me especially, the first time we play a song in front of an audience, for example, you guys are the best litmus test because we can tell when you cheer and you mean it, and we can tell when you cheer and you're just like, oh, that's great. When's he playing one of the good ones? You know? So as a result, you know, these songs kind of change and evolve as we play these songs live, and so we started this tour with Gavin DeGraw last fall. Calm down, he's not here. It was our first show was at Penn State. And I had on a pair of pants not unlike these. Some of you were there. So I'm feeling it. Crowd's great. It's first show of the tour. I mean, we spent a year and a half on the record, so it was like, we're finally back out on the road. So I take this wireless mic and I'm, you know, doing my Axl Rose through the audience. I go to step up on this bleacher area, and I can't hear it because the crowd's into it, but I can feel it from knee to like almost crotch, just. And it wasn't the seam, it was right up front. So I had you know, you always hear these stories about to become a professional or to become an expert at your craft, you have to put in about 10,000 hours. And so at that moment I'm thinking, okay, I hope I put in enough hours to know what to do here. I had a choice. I could either leave the band on stage for the next 10 minutes meandering on the bridge to this song and go get my pants changed off stage, or I can just own it, walk on stage and finish the song while trying to strategically place the guitar in a way where I don't end up on like Perez Hilton the next day. So I opt to go on stage because I didn't want to leave the band hanging. And all right, and so we finished the song, and I'm like, and immediately like I turn to the left, and our guitar tech, bless his heart, it was his first show with us. And I have to go behind this light rig with him while the guys start the next song. And he has to like gaff tape my pants together. And he's, you know, it's like when I guess when you're fixing like a computer or something, like you gotta get in there and get close and really make sure that you're doing it right. So poor Jerry is just taping. We've become good friends since then, Jerry. So, there's your little side story. I feel like by the middle of the night, somebody's going to be giving me one of those, like, things. So, you know, I talk about how these songs can evolve and change, you know, as we play them live. This next song is probably one of the more abrupt definitions or examples of that. This was also on the first record. I wrote this with one of my musical heroes. In fact, this was the first song that I ever wrote after Idol. You guys are cheering at funny things. So this has the distinction of being a very important song, maybe not in the grand scheme of my career, but certainly a very important song to me. Because it, you know, again, wrote it with a hero named Ray Maida from Our Lady Peace, and first song I ever wrote as a member of a major label. So, this song's called Mr. Sensitive. 1, 2, 3. him and say out, watch him scream, watch him shout through the silence, through the silence. Give him ears, give him eyes, give some point to the cries and the violence. Oh, the violence. Hear him scream your name. Would like to introduce Mr. Sensitive. Who never let the words get compassionate. The city feels slow against the gleam and the glow of his diligence. To their elegance, just feel anger, feel pain, feel the sun and the rain. Just feel something, oh, feel something.